Hi everyone, it's Doreen, My Bedazzled Treasures, and I have another altered project for you today. This one is using a neck form, and you can purchase the neck forms at Michael's or you can get them wholesale online at jewelry stores. This happened to be a neck form that I used in a store, and I left it in my car too long and the heat got to it. So it came chocolate brown, and it was a velvet chocolate brown. And this is a regular standard size neck form that you can get. And I decided, since I didn't want to try to glue it back on, I wanted to do something different. So I altered it, and this is what I came up with. What I wanted to do on this was I wanted to leave it to where the edges around the outside could house a necklace, so that it would be the focal point of, in the middle you would, see the jewelry, and then around it would be all the extra little goodies. So what I did is I collaged it with my Mod Podge using a calendar from Michael's in the dollar bin. They had a calendar, and it had different, you know, days of the month and different sceneries. And it had this one with turquoise and different flowers and pinks and brown colors and vintage colors, and I just absolutely loved it. So I decided to use that as my inspiration for this piece. And then adding my different trims to it. So at the top, this is the neck part that, normally would be just sitting there. And I added one of my flowers to the top and some lace, and it was white lace, and I added my glimmer mist to it, my brown suede. I think it's called leather suede or something like that. So I added that to the top to give something to look at the top instead of just an empty neck. And you can actually lay a ring or earrings on top of that, and you can hang earrings in the lace so that your earrings could hang with your necklace piece. So if you have a special necklace you want to show on display, that's an idea for you. Okay, so what I did is first I Mod Podged the paper on, and then I started adding my layers. So what I did is I added this lace right here around the middle. Like I said, I wanted to keep it simple. And in the corners I really highly embellished it with the pearls and lace trim going all the way down. And then there's some more of that vintage trim. And then at the bottom I added the button there, and then another flower in the corner, just to add it a little touch in that other corner so it wasn't bare. On the bottom you can kind of see on the side the brown lace, and I left it loose so I could show you guys. It's just a velvet, and then I took a piece of square and I added some lace to it. So going back around to this side, so basically it's the same trim all the way around, the wedding trim that I use a lot in my projects. And like I said, I love this one because it has the white and the beige colors in it. And then up in the corner I used a vintage earring and some more of my trims right there and some more lace over here. Then if you look on the neck, I went ahead and I Mod Podged the neck too as well, and then all the way around. Then I'm going to show you the back. And I don't like to leave things in the back unfinished on some projects, especially if you're going to see them on an end table or something. So I went ahead and I added my favorite stamp to some book pages, and I used the blank spaces on the book pages to add it, and I Mod Podged it on the back as well, and I added the lace to the back. So that's what I came up with. So I encourage you all to go out there and use your scraps, what you have, and your trims and your laces, and just as I said before, think outside the box. You may have a shirt or something that has pretty trims on it that you can't wear anymore, or your child has something that you can't use or they can't wear anymore and they don't like it. So put it to good use, save it for a good memory, and you can add it to your pages, or do something like I did in collage, this little neck form. I watched a video from Pavina on My Autumn Sunset. She's absolutely one of my favorite designer. I call her designer on YouTube because she does a lot of vintage like me, and I really like her style. And so I actually had this made about a month ago before I started doing videos. So she encouraged me to show my neck form because I was telling her how I designed one. After she showed hers, I said, wow, I did that too. Great minds think alike. So I wanted to share it with you all, and I hope you enjoyed that. And I also wanted to share with you one of my jewelry pieces that I made. This is out of vintage jewelry. Again, using different pieces of jewelry. I'll go ahead and pull it forward so you can see. Right here is an earring. And then what I did is added a little bling to the middle so that it gave it a little pretty accent in the middle. And then here's another part of the vintage piece that I added to it. And then these beads are all vintage right there as well. I love rhinestones, so here's some vintage rhinestone rondelle circles. And these are all capped in brass. These are like a brass finish. So this is some pink hearts. And the way that I design my jewelry is I don't use all heavy jewelry because I design mine on stretch, and I've been doing that since my mom, she had a stroke about 2 years ago, and I started designing jewelry for her because she loved wearing her beautiful necklaces and bracelets. So that was my inspiration for designing the jewelry. And I started taking, things apart, and stretch worked better for me than trying to, put things on chains. And I do have a lot of vintage jewelry that's on chains too, so I didn't want to, do the same thing with that. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and try the stretch, and I really love it because it's comfortable around your neck. You don't have to worry about a clasp, and it's really fun to make. And I'm probably going to be doing some Ustreams soon because a lot of people have been encouraging me to do something. I'm working on some things right now to try to get some projects together for you guys. So hopefully you'd be interested in a Ustream that I would, sit with you and give you some ideas on projects. I love sharing my ideas with you, and I love all your comments. Everybody's been so lovely. I really do appreciate all the encouragement, and I'm going to go forward with adding things to my Etsy store. So be looking for that in the future. And thank you everybody for watching. Bye everyone.